Hey, Tottenham fans! Welcome to the channel that keeps you up to date with everything happening at Spurs, with quality information, honest analysis, and that touch of passion that only those who love the club understand. Today's topic promises to be a hot one. Tottenham has gone after a La Liga star who could change the level of our midfield. The name Conor Gallagher, yes, the same one who's shown in the Premier League and is now under Simeone's command. But would he be willing to return to England? Stay with me and I'll tell you everything. Tottenham has contacted representatives of Conor Gallagher, currently playing for Atletico Madrid, to assess the possibility of a transfer this summer. The information was revealed by TBR Football and shows that the club is active in the market, looking for reinforcements for the midfield, especially after the obstacles involving Morgan Gibbs-White and the possible departure of Yves Bissouma. Gallagher, who transferred from Chelsea to the Spanish team last year, had a great season with Diego Simeone and currently earns around £100,000 per week. Despite his good form, there are doubts about his place in Atletico's starting lineup next season, and this could weigh on the decision. Manager Thomas Frank sees the Englishman as an ideal fit for the style of play he wants to implement at Tottenham, and initial talks have already taken place with intermediaries close to the player. The news of Gallagher's possible return to the Premier League has had a huge impact on fans and analysts. Experts in the English press have highlighted that the midfielder would be a significant reinforcement for Spurs, bringing intensity and vision to the central sector. On social media, many fans have praised the club's initiative, highlighting the urgent need for players with more presence in midfield. Some fans, however, are skeptical, pointing out that the player seems happy in Spanish football and may not welcome a move. At this point, former players have also joined the debate, such as Jamie Redknapp, who said that Gallagher would fit perfectly into Tottenham style if Tottenham manages to move forward with negotiations. Gallagher's arrival could have a domino effect on the squad. The trend is for players such as Bissouma or even Højbjerg to be traded to make room on the payroll and in the starting lineup. In addition, the club is still monitoring other names, such as João Palhinha from Bayern, who may also be an alternative. With the start of preseason and the Premier League just around the corner, the board is working urgently to finalize the squad and give Thomas Frank the players he needs. The World Cup on the horizon is another relevant factor. Gallagher wants to be on Gareth Southgate's radar, and this could weigh heavily on his decision to accept a return to England. The next few weeks will be decisive. Conor Gallagher, 25, has always been seen as a promising English footballer, but in recent years he has proven that he is much more than that. Discovered by Chelsea, the midfielder stood out for his dedication, versatility, and intensity. After spells at clubs such as Crystal Palace and West Bromwich, he consolidated his place in the Premier League before moving to Atletico Madrid. Under Diego Simeone, Gallagher has evolved tactically, learning to be more disciplined defensively and valuing possession at key moments. Last season, he started in most games with solid performances in both the Spanish League and the Champions League. His average tackles per game increased, and his pass completion rate exceeded 85%. These numbers show why Tottenham sees him as a strategic piece, especially for a midfield that needs stamina and personality. The pursuit of Gallagher shows that Tottenham is focused on what it really needs: strength in midfield, tactical intelligence, and a player accustomed to the Premier League. Even with a high salary and competition from big clubs, it is a move that makes sense, especially from Thomas Frank's perspective, who likes intense and adaptable players. Gallagher would bring an important balance, something that was lacking last season. On the other hand, caution is needed if the player is really happy in Madrid and reluctant to leave. There is no point in insisting on a deal that may not yield the ideal commitment. The club needs athletes who come to really add value with desire, focus, and team spirit. Gallagher's talent is undeniable, but it all depends on his willingness to wear the Spurs shirt. And now I want to hear from you, fans. Would Conor Gallagher be a good fit in Tottenham's midfield? Or would it be better to invest in another name, like João Palhinha? Comment below and I'll read everything. If you like the content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share with other Spurs fans. There's a lot of hot news coming up, so activate the bell because Tottenham promises to shake things up this transfer window. We'll keep going together and always keep an eye on every step the club takes.